Richard boys back in training this morning. Was it important for them to have some time off, especially given that we had a week without a game?
Yeah, such a long turnaround. We've given the boys a few days off to rest and recuperate, but we're important we got in, the back end of this week to, set the motion in process for our next game. So yeah, good to get a blowout, play some games, get competitive this morning, and as I say, a little bit of video and start already our process for our next game against London.
It's a big one now with London's win at Catalans.
Yeah, it is, but I've got to say I wasn't entirely surprised by that. I know they won there beforehand, and I just didn't think Catalan were in great form. And I think all along I've always felt London had some more wins in them because, the spirit that they play with, they're a very competitive team. And as we've seen many times this year, teams that don't sort of turn up with the right attitude and right control against them, they're more than capable of getting a result. So I think that was something we always expected. London were going to perhaps win a couple more games. At no point did we ever think 20 points. That's it. The queue's in the right. We always, felt and knew we'd need some more wins on the back of that. I think for a while, there'd be plenty of clubs been death riding us and. Sort of revelling in our league position. I reckon we'll be close to being the most popular team in the competition next week when we play London. I'm sure there's a few teams around us that are banking on London not winning too many games, but I think London have got more wins in them. I think at this point it's still very much all on, and out of that bunch at the bottom, we're obviously sat at the forefront of that, so we know we can take care of ourselves.
Two very close games against them, gone both ways in the two meetings so far. Are you expecting it to be tight down there?
Yeah, it's their last home game. Obviously, it's on a different surface, all to play for. They've sort of got to get some wins. Probably got to win all three games. Looking at it, or certainly win two of them. So yeah, we wouldn't expect anything less. Again, like ourselves, they've had a long preparation into this game, which I think will help both teams at this stage of the year. So yeah, we're expecting a tough game, mate. We're expecting a tough game. Last time we played them, a patchy performance. I think it might have been one of my early games. I felt that for periods of the game we had opportunity to put the game away and put it away well, and we fell apart late on. I'm disappointed with again a patchy performance against Saints. I thought at half time we were in control of this and with a chance of running on and taking this game, and a really poor and patchy first 20 minutes of the second half for us. So I said after the game, it lets us know where we're at. Spoke to the boys about it this week, and the important steps and parts of the game we need to control better to improve on that. Sort of a couple of good performances and then a patchy one like we saw at the weekend.
I suppose potential positive of that is to have a performance like that against a team like St Helens rather than next time out against London.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. We'd like to be a little bit more consistent both throughout the 80 and string that elusive third win, which we've not done all season. We've still got opportunity to do that, but very much about this next game. And yeah, you're right, Phil. Fixing up some of the stuff that let us down against Saints will be very welcome for this game that's coming, because you only need to give these guys half an opportunity or a sniff that you're slightly off your game or you're going to have a bad period, and we've seen before they're more than happy to take advantage of it. So yeah, making it about us again, making sure our control and we've got a healthy respect to the ball. 18 errors against Saints, we just simply won't be able to afford to get anywhere near that in this next game, or we'll make life very difficult for ourselves. But very much on the positive too. We felt scored 4 tries and probably created another 2. Probably a bit disappointed that one got rubbed out. So again, when we looked at the game, we felt we scored some really good tries. But the errors and defensively, after starting pretty promising in the first half, yeah, we made some poor errors in the second.
With 4 weeks to go until the end of the season, how pleasing it is to have such big numbers available for training in terms of the fitness of your squad? Yeah,
great. I think it helps with competition for places. I think it's a testament to some of the work the guys have done behind the scenes and probably the way the boys are looking out for themselves. It helps us certainly from a training point of view to get the intensity levels right and get the quality in training and drive each other on, but also it gives us some scope on team selection, and we felt post game we did feel post-game at Saints that with a couple of guys underperformed, and it were important that the guys just on the fringe made sure that they were absolutely pressing for a spot in this next game.
Just away from the Rhinos camp, it's the Challenge Cup final on Saturday. You're a big rugby league fan. No doubt you'll be watching it, even though your side's not involved.
Yeah, I'll not be going this year. You just feel we've a little bit too much on at the moment to sort of get my weekend up, but I'll be watching it on television. It's hard to go past Saints at this moment in time. They've been far and away the best team we've played. But if there's a team that's going to trouble them, you think Warrington have got both the quality, experience and size. It's whether they can go the full 80 with the foot to the floor like Saints tend to do. And obviously, if Blake Austin doesn't play, which is not named in the 19, that takes a fair bit of attacking threat out of Warrington, you would say. Saints are going into it with their own sort of injury clouds, but one thing I think Saints have done and had the luxury of doing on the running is looking after the team well. They've been very selective when they've rested people and picked and choose. So I would imagine that the break after our game has really been able to freshen up and get some of those injured boys back. And I think history will tell you this year that when they have had that opportunity, they've generally come back pretty good. So you've got Walmsley, Roby, maybe Lachlan Coop back in. That'll certainly leave them with a very strong team to take the field at the weekend.
You've been involved with Challenge Cup winning sides. What does it take to win at Wembley and to lift that trophy?
Big moments on the day. Over 80 minutes, I think, getting your best football out, but at the right times, executing when you get opportunities. But as always, there's some big moments, and I guess it's who makes the most and snatches those big moments. They've been fairly tight games between those two at times this year, sort of strong arm wrestles, but Saints have always had the big moments and the strength of character really to push themselves in front of Warrington, and I think they'll certainly take a great deal from the times that's happened this year, and be able to, I guess, fall back on that in their preparation, that they know how to get over the Warrington team. But yeah, certainly making the most of big moments in a game like this.